hate the homies.
What up, man? Welcome back to another episode of I Hate the Homies. Rock Teasy is who I be, episode number 93.
It's your boy Griff, a.k.a. Griffstradamus, a.k.a. Mr. Go Blue, a.k.a. Jason the Jet Terry, episode 93, Hall of Famer John Randall. How about that?
We got to vet that. Hold on.
It's first of all, it's vet. It's not vet.
You did say vet.
You go ahead and vet. You could probably fit inside of a vet. So
we got a vet
my
vet.
new air freshener while you worried about my football jersey.
We got to vent that. Blow the vent.
You gotta
Open the vent up.
I did say wrong.
We got to vent that.
Gotta vent that out. Gotta vent that out. Let the good air in, though.
Everybody blow it out, man. Blow it out.
I hate y'all. And this your boy Super Dave, but guess what?
Oh.
You don't care.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Oh man, so let's get it popping, y'all. We got something new that we've been promoting called the Homie Hotline.
Yeah.
This is where all of our homies out there that listen and follow the podcast can leave us messages, ask us questions about anything. It don't even have to be about sports. Just go to the Instagram page, right? Social media, click the link.
Yeah, just click on, go to I Hate the Homies on whatever, and then just click the link to the Homie Hotline, and you can vent it out. Whatever you want to vent it.
We gonna definitely talk about Cardi B says she is no longer a feminist anymore, and give our male opinions on her on what she's out there talking about. We got, of course, March Madness. The tournaments, all brackets have been broken, but I must be proud. And as a sports genius, I got a big announcement that I'm going to make about that. I think y'all going to appreciate this. And then Deion Primetime Sanders is back in action, talking about certain teams that his sons would or would not play for, or could be a perfect fit or not. So we'll get into that as well. And a few other things. So stay tuned, man. It's I Hate the Homies, episode number 93 starts right now. Let's get it.
I hate the homies.
All right, before we can't get started with this episode, man, without putting our prayers out to what just happened in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. The bridge collapsed after a container ship ran into it.
Yeah.
And you're from Baltimore. You're not from there, but you spent some time living in Baltimore, right, Griff?
Yeah, I started comedy in D.C., then I moved to Baltimore, then Frank Ski brought me to Atlanta. So I know I've been over that bridge, going to New York. That's the way, that's north. So Philly, everywhere else, that's how you get there from right there. And to see that bridge come down, man, I've been fighting tears all morning, but just wanted to send our condolences and prayers to the people. I know a lot of people that are afraid to go over bridges, right? And I always thought that was are you?
I'm one of them.
So seeing that bridge can't be, I'm sure that was a trigger to the first thing you probably said was, see?
Yep. All I remember is, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, the big earthquake in
1989. It was the Bay Bridge, and it was during the World Series.
The World Series, exactly. And all I remember is seeing those cars going across the bridge and not make it on the other side. I said, I can't do it. I just can't do bridges. Even when I go home, it's a bridge by my house, and I hate going over that bridge every single day.
Well,
I don't look down. I don't look down. I look straight ahead.
The thing that's throwing me off is they say the power, the boat lost power, and
for 60 seconds. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, so it couldn't turn, and of course, you got a current.
Couldn't maneuver.
The current is shifting the ship as it's coming up to this bridge, and there's nothing they can do about it. But that bridge is like a mile and a half long. Can you imagine redirecting traffic in the city right now?
Like right now. Yeah, that happened at about 1:36 in the morning. So that's a huge, man. I'm talking about right now. Like
Yeah,
nothing is happening
But see,
going in that direction.
But just think, if it happened at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock rush hour,
It would
I
have
don't
been
know
way
anything
more
about that
people.
bridge.
It would have been
I'm
way
pretty
more
sure
people.
traffic. That's the part.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that, man. That's sad. So yeah, our prayers going out to the city of Baltimore and those that actually there was 7 cars that was on the bridge at the time of the collapsing.
Yeah, it was about 21 people that were missing. I think they found 3 people so far. So we'll get more stats on that, and y'all will get them by the time you hear this podcast. So again, just our prayers for the people in Baltimore and the people who, you know, would normally go home at that time in the morning and didn't go home today.
Absolutely. So let's shift into the homie hotline, man. So this is something new that we added to the podcast and we're excited about. And I believe this will be our first person that left a message on the I Hate the Homies hotline.
Let's see.
Hey, man, this is Kyle Vaughn. Always look out for the video on YouTube. Derrick Henry in Baltimore. I want to know you guys' thoughts.
Who want to go first?
Let me start, because this is the biggest thing. The Cowboys had him in their own backyard. Derrick Henry lives in Dallas. Doing the
do we?
Yeah.
The Cowboys ain't trying to.
He lives in Dallas during the off season. He practices in Dallas during the off season. You had him in your own backyard. You need a running back because you just lost Tony Pollard to the Titans. So now Derrick Henry, who's close to 10,000 yards through his career.
Yeah.
Even with one team with the Titans, now going to Baltimore with Lamar Jackson as your quarterback. This takes pressure off Lamar Jackson. You have a running back. Running back.
Yeah.
Running back that when he gets to the second level, nobody's going to bring him down.
The play action just went up 1,000% in Baltimore. And not only does he help Lamar over there, but he also defense. Listen, we need to vent it out. Defense.
Go back to my word.
They have feared him for the last minute, and nothing changes. He's a giant. He's a Humvee coming downhill. is nothing but good. If you're a Baltimore Raven fan, you are ecstatic about that trade.
Let me tell you something. Comeback player of the year. I mean, he didn't have the Derrick Henry year of past last year, but this is the comeback player of the year, man. He's going to be in behind that offensive line that Baltimore has. Oh, man.
Yeah.
This dude, I'm not going to say.
They got their tight end back.
Yeah, I ain't going to say 2,000 yards, but he going to get 1,500 yards this year. You know what I'm saying?
He should get 1,500 yards if they don't become dumb when they get to the playoffs and stop running the damn ball.
Oh, they going to run the ball now. They going to run the ball now. He going to get his 25 carries a game. Trust me. Yes, sir.
You just made Lamar Jackson's job a little bit easier, but now it's more pressure on him now for Lamar to win a championship.
Yeah, because now it ain't no excuse. We got you a running back. There's no excuse.
Yeah, it's all on him now.
We got one more call. Let's see.
Griff, I want to know your thoughts on Michigan acquiring the Ohio State running backs coach.
Oh, here go my easy thought. Good. Ohio State running backs have been wrecking us for the last 25 years. Actually, last season was the first time we had a better running back than Ohio State in a couple decades. I'm not even laughing. I think that is I think that's a huge loss for the Buckeyes, but big game for Michigan.
That was simple. He didn't ask us, so there you go.
Yeah, how about that? And what are we getting into this Cardi B?
Yeah, let's get into the Cardi B situation. So once again, if you guys want to leave us a message on the homie hotline, Griff, how do they do it?
They can click on the link that's on everything. Click on the link, leave your message. We got you. How about that? Let's
You
hear
can
what
ask
Cardi B
any,
is out here
ask any
saying.
question. Ask
You
any
ask
kind
any
of
question. Yeah, it don't have nothing. It could be not about sports. It could be it's whatever. Have some fun.
You can
You
ask
can't
Super Dave.
disrespect us.
You can ask Super Dave where did he get his education from? Talking about let's vent that. I want to know. I want to know what teachers taught you back in the day.
Right. With a straight face. And in his mind, in his kid mind, with a light light
great.
bulb over him, he said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that when I grow up one day. I love Mr. Chandler.
Cardi B coming up next, man. We're gonna give you our thoughts and opinions on what she talking about, man. Let's go.
I feel like it's very controversial when be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right, so if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house? Cause he's never gonna be able to afford to. Like the internet really be having people up from like real reality. I feel like it's very controversial
So,
when be like, oh, I don't
What
go
y'all so 50-50. She said you and your man make the same amount of money, and if he always paying 50-50, how you gonna save for a house?
No, she's saying if he's always paying for everything, how is he gonna save for a house?
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. So, but look, man, here's how me and Crystal handle our money. We don't count like, okay, you did that part, so I'm gonna do this part, or you do all these, and I'm gonna do this. You know, all our money is together. Now she has her own personal account. I have a personal account. We have a account together, but everything go into that account to take care of the bills, and it doesn't matter on who's doing what. And when it's time to buy a house or make any kind of investment or do anything, make big purchases,
Major.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
okay, we talk it out and say, okay, well, here's the money. Let's budget and let's make it happen. We just keep it simple. I
Right.
mean, it's not. I don't think it's about who's doing what and he should do this and she should do that or whatever. That's just us. I don't know how y'all operate.
We're gonna let male chauvinist Dave go last. I am also with you, Rock. My wife we have an account together that we pay everything with. And then I have an account. I'm going for this goal, 50,000 saved by July 1st.
Right.
It's just a goal I'm reaching for. I got about 20 already, so I feel good at my pace, and just saying it and actually, letting the whole universe know I'm saving 50,000 by June 1st.
You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed on how fast you can get there when you stop spending your money on stupid stuff that you don't need.
I'm talking about. So now I got this whole other account just to save, and then I got me and my wife's account, but then I'm saving also inside that account. So it's just teaching me a whole different. I'm with you. We do everything together. Super Dave, nobody pays the bill except.
Well, no, I am not like that.
Oh, okay. Who takes care of the money in your house?
Now, my wife take care of the money.
Okay.
All the money goes into one account, the joint account.
Right.
I'm just like you guys. I have my own personal. She has her own personal. We get an allowance from that joint account.
I'm big on the allowance thing. Yeah. I like that.
So you can go do what you want to do with that money, no questions asked. And the same thing I can do what I want to do with the money. I don't think it ever should be where one person takes care of staying in the house, because when that person dies, what's going to happen? Who's going to take care of it then?
What's going to happen is my wife is going to not know nothing, because she don't pay nothing. She don't know the bills. She don't know passwords. She just know. So you're right. Yeah. One day I'm not going to tell her everything. Like she don't like.
It should be 50-50. But a lot of women today don't want it to be 50-50. They think the guy should take care of everything. Everything.
Well, do women really say that? Because I know grown women and mature women. I don't even trust anybody under 24.
And that's what I'm talking about.
You can't even write in cursive. I don't trust nothing you say. You don't even know what a difference between a cursive lowercase q and a lowercase p look like. So I don't really care, but I'm talking about grown women, 40 plus. Are grown women really saying a man got to take it. Like, I just don't believe that.
It's something. I'm telling you, Grip. It's
No, I
something.
know they out there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's something
They out there. They definitely out there.
I think the biggest thing is, okay, well, like when y'all first got in your relationship, when you got married, or even before you got married, when y'all went on a date, was it 50-50 or did you take care of everything?
Took care of everything. I'm a man. And then we're dating and we're courting, and you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got $100 on you in a date, you don't need to be dating. Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, now when we get married and car, you know, I make the bulk of the money, but my wife got a job too. So she like to put in, she like to pay some bills, like, you know what I'm saying? And then she like to also have her, well, she don't do her hair, she got locks, but she like to get her nails done and go to spa and buy some shoes if she feel like it, you know. But do you do, so this is what I do. I put all the money, we get paid on the 10th and the 25th. On the 10th and the 25th, I put money in the savings. So whatever I put over here, don't touch. And then have all that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that is the mortgage, the car note, the insurance, you know what I'm saying? I'm just moving stuff. So, and I think that has become a really good system for us. But if she started looking at these Apple charges when I've been paying money to play Monopoly Go, she's gonna be mad. That's why I'm glad she ain't in charge of. Now, I hope she don't listen. I'm gonna tell her, this was a stupid episode. You don't have to listen to it. But
hey, just don't get just
play Monopoly Go. $30 in, $40.
Hey, just don't get busted and say, okay, we all agree. Okay, we gonna stop buying stupid things because we know what we're about to get ready to do over here with investing and stuff like that. So we're gonna shut down all stupid purchases until we build enough wealth to buy stupid purchases. So we'll go through these phases, but then don't get busted when you think you're trying to be slick and buy some J's.
And they be like, and then they hit you with the phone and go,
the credit card pop up. Babe, what's this? What's this
new balance? What's this
paying cash for that?
You see me? Y'all see me? I ain't saying nothing because I ain't telling them
cash for that.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying not one thing.
You mean to tell me I couldn't get my nails done? I couldn't get my hair done?
Man, and I'm the one. I know you ain't go get an umbrella.
I know.
Meanwhile, $40 for more houses.
Be like, man, it's over. And then you gotta go ahead and let her have her little go ahead and
you
buy
gotta
something.
eat it and then be like, well, go ahead and get the stupid sundress you gonna go get.
Why gotta be stupid?
Why
gotta be stupid?
Oh, you trying to hide it? Then hid the Jordans in the back of the closet and got clothes.
Well. Look at Amazon, back at the house again.
Oh man. So there you go, man. It is what it is. 100%. That's how me and Crystal roll together. It is what it is, dog. So
you are right, though. I do probably need to sit my wife down and tell her.
I'm telling you, you do, because when we don't live forever, of course not. So eventually,
well, when I die, you need to die too, because I ain't here. You're on your own, Jack.
I told my wife the other day, I said, when I die, I said, I'm gonna come back to haunt you. I promise you. Because I don't want to see no other guy with you.
I told my wife, I said, if you die before me, I'm gonna date a witch so she can make sure you can't come back. We're gonna have salt around the house and all kind of penance
message. So let's jump into Deion Primetime Sanders. He recently said he said something about his son Shedeur Sanders, and of course Travis Hunter won't play for certain NFL teams. And let's get all the details of what he said, and then we can throw you our personal opinions on how we respond to that. That's next on the I Hate the Homies podcast. Let's get it.
Where do you predict Shedeur and Travis going in the draft? top 4.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Anywhere from 1 through 4. One of them is going to be 1.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of them is
Let's
going to be
speak it
1.
into existence.
And the latter one would not go behind 4. Now, all this is subjective because I know where I want them to go.
Mhm.
And let's not forget Shallow, okay?
Mhm.
But I know where I want them to go. So there's certain cities that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be
Okay,
a
you
Peyton
on
Manning.
point.
It's gonna be I'm sorry, it's gonna be an Eli.
Where do you
Now, for the people who don't know Eli, what happened there? Here's what's funny. When Eli was drafted,
We talking about Eli Manning.
the Giants actually picked Phillip Rivers, right?
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, from who went and spent 19 years maybe with the San Diego Chargers or something. But Eli Daddy said he wasn't going to San Diego. Straight up.
Well, San Diego drafted Eli.
Yeah, that's what I
They
mean.
just switched.
And then
Yeah, they
Eli
just did
and
the
then
switch.
Archie said Eli not playing there.
But he knew that before the draft even started.
Right.
Eli, I mean, he already had it in his mind that he did not want.
Do
his
y'all
son-
remember the reason why he ain't want him to go, Eli to go to San Diego?
the Big Apple, about just a bigger stage when you play in New York and a better organization. That's the way he was looking at it back then.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
it because Peyton went to freaking Indianapolis, and that ain't a huge market.
Which was I picked San Diego over Indianapolis if I had to, like for real.
But even he wasn't the first. Remember John Elway?
Oh,
John
yeah.
Elway.
What happened with John Elway?
It was the Colts drafted him. He did not want to
something.
play for the Colts, and he went to the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
that
let's
wasn't
talk
the
about
first
the
time.
elephant in the room. These two young men going number 1 and no less than number 4. Sports genius.
I'll go first.
dog.
I'll go first. If out of the two, I can see Travis Hunter being a top 3 pick. I can see Travis Hunter by the time he's done with his career being a top 3
You got
pick.
2 more seasons or 1?
Yeah.
Just one more.
Yeah, he does have 1. So
Yeah,
this is his senior year.
For both
But
of
do,
them.
do they get it? Do they get a COVID year if they choose to?
Yeah, they
football?
can
I
have
think
that
I
too.
thought they did. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
they did.
So,
So that means they can play college football until 30 years old.
Or beating Bo Nix's record.
right, man. He's 39, still in college.
Whole beard and a mustache.
Yeah, man. Bo, I thought Bo was a senior when he came out of Auburn. Like, geez.
And Michael Penix Jr., the same thing. They both old.
But I can see Travis being a top 3 pick, man. He gotta, of course, he got to put some weight on. But they said the
I was
same
about
thing
to
about.
say, little fella to play defense. What's he going in the NFL as, Rob?
I think he's gonna go as a 2-way player. He's gonna be drafted as a 2-way player. We already know his defense. I mean, look, his offense and defense are both just the same. He's a solid
Are
player.
you saying special team dude? Who they
I don't-
put in at the little post?
He'll
wide
be a slot.
receiver
He'll be a
sometimes.
slot. He'll be a slot
yeah.
receiver on offense.
A receiver and cornerback.
And a cornerback, yeah. I mean, I can see him being top 3. Now, Shador, I like Shador. He has developed into
He ain't
a
no
pretty
number 1
solid
pick,
quarterback,
dog.
but he's not a number 1. I hate to say he's
No.
not a number 1. I mean,
Well,
is he a first rounder?
Think about school right now. Who's next with everybody in the NFL right now? Like who's out there? Like if you tell me 2, because I can't
it's
even
hard.
think of 2.
It's too early right now, man, because everybody.
No, but somebody stayed. Everybody ain't go to the NFL. Like who is?
Okay, you got
Who's
Quinn
the Oklahoma?
Quinn Ewers at Texas.
Yes.
You got the starting quarterback for, and I know you guys are gonna shake your head on this one, Jalen Milroe for Alabama.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah.
I'll take Shador over him.
Carson Beck from the Georgia Bulldogs.
They like Carson Beck. They pushing him hard. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
39-year-old Dylan Gabriel. who's now playing the Oregon next year.
He's still playing. Jeez.
Oh,
He left Oklahoma and went to Oregon.
that dude is riding the portal system. That dude.
Yes. So
Shador. Okay, now that you say that,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Shador they both may be in the top 5. Then I mean, he may be on to something. Because look, Shador has developed into an amazing quarterback. Like, he's with an offensive line?
No, he's good, man. I can't wait to see him with an offensive line.
Let me tell y'all something, man. He's the real deal. Of course, he's being tutored and taught by the greatest of all time, Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So his mental game as a quarterback is more important than
he already has a very, very high NFL IQ.
Yes, so
Very,
look,
very high.
let me retract my statement. Them 2 players, I can see them both going in the top 5. Now, whether either of them go number 1, I would probably take Travis Hunter over Shador as a number 1 pick.
Look, I don't mind Deion pumping up his son.
As you should.
And Travis
Absolutely.
Hunter, these are his players. I have no problem with that. I mean, but to really say top 4 for both of these guys. And then he also mentioned in there, they're going to go to certain cities.
Yeah.
Certain cities they won't go to.
Well,
you're going to the NFL. You're going to the NFL because he said he brought the Eli Manning thing. The first thing we talked about when we talked about this segment about Eli, what he did from going from San Diego to the New York Giants. I don't see players doing that. I mean, to me, you got to be at the top. You got to be like a Caleb Williams, what he's doing right now in Chicago. But he still can't pick and choose what team he's going to. He's going to Chicago.
I think there's a rule that, and don't quote me on this, but if you get drafted, you have a right to not accept signing a contract with that team.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can say, I don't want to play for them.
What's that? Super Dave, what'd you say?
No, what'd you say, Super Dave?
I said, what do you do then? If you decline where you're going, what do you do?
Hopefully you had a backup plan and you was talking to another.
No, I think the team,
you and another team said, as long as you say no, we got you on the next pick. Like I would hope that was your plan. Like
if you tell a team don't draft you because you don't want to play for your organization, that organization,
then they already need
still draft. Right. Most of the time they won't draft you, but if they still go ahead and draft you, that means they have your rights, and then they can use that to trade you to another team.
Trade you to somebody else, Jack.
Absolutely. Yep. Now,
didn't Deion do that too? When he came out of Florida State, he mentioned that certain teams shouldn't even look at him.
He's been saying that. Yeah, he's been saying that. He ain't want to play with nobody sorry. So I get that part, but I feel like you don't get to skip the sorriness. Like that's all in it.
Hey man.
I just hate the way, and I ain't just speaking about Deion and because we're saying it in college football, we're saying even in the NFL now. Things are changing. I don't think you're going to have that much clout like you do in college in the NFL because the NFL is just a bigger game. The NFL is the shield. You're never bigger than the shield. We've seen that. Tom Brady wasn't bigger than the shield. So I don't think anybody could just come in and say what they want to do.
Well, Deion got juice with the owners and the coaches, and he's making his side. Let me tell you something. Deion ain't gonna randomly let his son go with nobody, straight up. And guess what? I love it. And Shador will be amazing in the league. He's from a great stock. Nobody's taking that away from him. We just want to see him not get sacked every other play.
Right.
So
that's gonna be fixed. But I don't know. Let me back up, Super Dave. I think Tom Brady may be bigger than the Shield.
I was gonna say that.
I think Tom Brady may be bigger than the Shield, man.
Why? But why would you say he's bigger than the Shield? Give me the 1 point, because you look at what happened with the
it's kind of like
deflated balls. What happened? He got suspended for the deflated balls, right?
Well, the same way that Michael Jordan had to retire for 2 years. Yeah. Jordan had to retire for 2 years because his father was, he took it, but it was all because of the gambling situation. Come on, man. It is what it is. Just go away for a couple years and we bring you back. It is what it is. the same way Michael Jordan was bigger than NBA. I feel like Tom Brady was bigger than NFL.
You feel like what? Tom Brady could have said, I think I'll play with Cincinnati.
Tom Brady could have picked exactly what team he wanted to play for.
And that team would have took him like this, like a baby with his hands in the air.
Absolutely. If it would have been Cincinnati, it would say, hey, Joe, let me tell you something, son. Tom coming, and we want him. So just go ahead and sit back for this 1 year or whatever.
For this season, just chill.
But I guess what I'm saying is you got a lot of kids trying to change things. You look at what we've seen so far. You got some high school players now. I don't know if you guys saw that. Some high school players, these players not playing their senior year.
You lying to me, dog.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
they're not playing. They're not playing their senior year. They're getting ready because they know they're going to the next level, which is college.
Yeah.
And then you see what happens in college. We've seen this over the last few years when the college bowl season happens. What happens?
They don't play in the bowl.
Sitting out.
Yeah, but I'll take that. I understand that better than you having an amazing junior year, and then we only got tape on you as a junior, but now this senior, we just found this senior in Louisiana who beat all your records.
And that's where it's getting crazy, because like Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't go to the combine, right?
Right.
He didn't go to the combine. He said, what you guys have right now. He didn't have a pro day.
Right.
No.
At least Caleb had a pro day.
Caleb had a pro day. Yeah.
He didn't work out at the combine, but he had a pro day. But
he didn't need no pro day. His pro day was when he put on that doggone football field every week.
And that's
Marvin
what
Harrison going 2 or 3 in the NFL draft.
Come on.
The top 5 players are saying this. You got tape.
Let me tell you
And that's
something,
what
bro.
they're saying now.
Let me tell you. Let me break down. Let me break down the. Let me break down the combine for you. The combine was designed originally for the players that wasn't top tier players.
Agreed.
These are the other players that's second and third tier. That say, okay,
they want you to see them.
Let's bring them in and get a closer look. But all the dogs, they already knew what they. Man, come on, that's not what the combine is for.
But
I like that.
But did y'all hear what Deion said? Going back to the Deion thing, he also said was, I want a place where, especially talking about Shedeur, a place where he doesn't have to play in the cold.
Well, they go 20.
Okay. I mean, come on, man.
Well, he mentioned Dallas, Washington, Baltimore, and who else? Was that about it?
That was at San Francisco. In San Francisco? Quarterback. Yeah, they got their quarterback now. Dallas might need a quarterback down the line, because they didn't have him restructured Dak's contract, so he's playing really on a 1-year deal.
But if you notice, out of the places that he named, other than Washington, all those teams have quarterbacks as of right now. That's probably going to be around for a few more years. So that's Deion saying, okay, Shedeur, we ain't gonna just throw you in the league and start like.
Yeah.
Because we want you to learn. We want you to kind of get better. Maybe take a year or two and learn under somebody.
Because now you want to say, now I ain't listening to my dad ain't my coach no more. But because my dad was my coach, I'm better for it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But now you got to pass that. Deion is going to have to relinquish that to a head coach. But Deion ain't relinquishing it to anybody.
Right.
I agree. But then also let things happen naturally.
Oh no.
But Grill,
you sound like somebody who don't play dice.
No, what I'm saying is, Joe Burrow.
I
think Joe Burrow, after winning the national championship, he really wanted to go to Cincinnati. He had great success at Cincinnati. They went to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Rams, but let things happen.
But it's the same ploy, though. Super Dave, you the number 1 pick coming out of college. Me and Rock T is saying, come to the Raiders need you. Come to the Raiders. You can be we'll make they'll never remember Jim Plunkett in them no more. They'll only say Super Dave. Oh man, that sounds good. Come to Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, everybody is just shooting they shot. Everybody.
Right. Every
you
team
like a fine girl. Psst, psst, this lady. Hey, you with the red bottoms. Like
yeah, that's how it is, man. Shoot. But
everybody hollering at you. You like a girl going to the bathroom at the club with a bunch of dudes. Elbow.
I just think it's setting football back a little bit. Just like look what we saw.
No, you know what's setting football back is that now you can't tackle people when
Oh
you
my
almost
God.
tackled them.
So let's talk about that real fast before we shift
Yes.
gears. The NFL once again is changing some rules. Now, I'm okay with rules that's gonna make the game obviously more
Exactly.
safer, like
Overtimes and
the helmet to helmet contact and all that,
Right.
because that's your brain, that's your head. I get all that. But now the horse collar, okay, I was even cool with that because the horse collar can break some legs and all that good stuff.
it could make your neck go a different way. And again, it's the injury that you wouldn't have had to have.
So-
Agreed.
Explain this new non-tackling rule, sir.
Dave?
So the NFL, they're having their winter meetings right now, and they came up with this logic about. I don't know if you guys saw the
They winter meet, they spring meetings.
spring meeting, but you saw the football play 2 years ago in the playoffs, Dallas against the 49ers in San Francisco. Remember the play? Do you remember the play Pollard got hurt on? It was Ward tackling him inside the 10-yard line. And when he wrapped him up by the waist,
Right.
Right.
on the hips, but he put all his weight toward the back end on the backside of Pollard,
Right.
and that's how Pollard messed up his ankle
Yeah.
doing
And
that.
then I
It's
It's
think
called a tackle.
Yeah, it's a tackle. I agree.
it's been quite a few players that have gotten hurt being tackled that same exact way, to their point of why they're changing the tackle rule. But here's the deal. This is
So answer me this, Rob. I go to tackle you, you running past me, kind of.
right
I can barely get the angle, so I can just grab you.
by your
I'm
hip.
putting my whole body around your belt, your
Right.
waist, where
Your
your
waist,
belt buckle is.
Yeah.
As you're still trying to move, I'm falling down. I'm wanting you to come down with me. That's now a flag?
It's 15-yard penalty,
15-yard
sir.
penalty. Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. So it's like, look, now it's like you almost got to let him go, and the runner's going to keep scoring and get more yardage or whatever. It's like you can't even tackle a person. You might as well just be the flag football or two-hand touch below the waist.
No, what you just said, it should be flag football. That's what we're going to.
So look, we get it. It's a violent sport. It's very physical. Yes,
Oh, man.
players are going to get hurt. It's just part of the nature of the game in the sport. Players are going to get hurt. But the game is changing. Like defensive backs can't even put their hands on offensive wide receivers no more. I mean, it's not even fun to watch. Like football is not even fun to watch no more, Hardy, man, because all these penalties and all these rule changes, and it's like,
That's
come
why
on,
I'm
really?
about to be into this USXL or whatever it's called that's starting next week.
Old
Wait.
school football.
Let them play. I know you got to go, homie. We got to get out of here. When we come back, we're going to talk about March Madness and we'll wrap it up.
All right, man. So we're finna get ready to wrap up, but we can't stop without talking about March Madness, because madness has been happening since tip-off in men and women. But I'm proud to say both of my Final Fours, all my teams are still in it, in the men and on the women's side. So it is what it is. So the bracket.
Here go my bracket for the men, right? You see it's all filled out.
Yeah,
And
who's
then
your
here go
Final
my
Four?
bracket for the women. It just says South Carolina in the middle of it.
That's what mine says, South Carolina. That's it.
Well, and the
And
men,
shout out
and
to Coach Dawn Staley for being Coach of the Year too.
nobody's gonna beat South Carolina this year. They got knocked out last year by that girl Caitlin Clark. But this
Tell
year,
me who the Sweet 16? Who's in the Sweet 16? Let me just see if I was anywhere close.
let's see, man. Let me pull it up real fast so I can give you the accurateness of everything.
Because I feel like even though I picked Duke to win it all, I feel like my Sweet 16 is kind of close.
Is that
We're
what you're
talking about in men or women?
For men,
And
yeah,
go to the men.
in the men
You got UConn.
in San Diego State.
Okay, I had UConn. I got UConn and I had Auburn.
I got UConn winning it all, so my team is still in there.
Okay,
Illinois, Ohio State.
I got
You mean Iowa State?
Iowa State.
I got Illinois, Iowa State. I feel good about that. Go ahead.
North Carolina, Alabama.
I got them too. Go ahead.
Clemson, Arizona.
I got them too. Come on.
I gotta look at that. I gotta vet that. I got Houston and Duke.
I got them, dog. I should have just played the Sweet 16. Go ahead.
This is where it might get tricky. North Carolina State, Marquette.
Marquette.
Yeah, I had Kentucky,
Hold on.
Florida.
Did you just say Marquette, dog?
He did. Oh, yes, it is.
The Aquarius.
Oh.
One day I'm gonna go to Marquette. Marquette is a puppeteer that Pinocchio went to Marquette.
How much education have you had, dog?
Marquette. That's what I call it. Marquette. That's what I'm calling it. Stick it to it.
Respect him like that,
You
man.
stick it, you say it and you believe it.
All right, then you got
I
Purdue
ain't
and
getting neither one of
Gonzaga.
them. I had Kentucky and Florida. And what's next?
Purdue, Gonzaga.
I got Purdue and Kansas.
Creighton, Tennessee.
I had Oregon, Tennessee. So mine wasn't that messed up at all.
Mhm.
Well,
what
my
about
fi-
on the all the women made it? All the women that was supposed to win won.
No, not all of them. Well,
Somebody lost in overtime, right?
yeah, Ole Miss lost to Notre Dame.
Yes.
And but so the Sweet 16 in the women, you got South Carolina, Indiana, Oregon State, and Notre Dame, Texas and Gonzaga, North Carolina State, Stanford, Iowa, Colorado, LSU, UCLA.
That's gonna be good.
USC and Baylor and
That's gonna be
UConn.
even
That may be
better.
good. That's gonna be
That's gonna be even better.
I don't know, man. I think USC gonna handle Baylor pretty good, but
I'm thinking that too. Juju.
UConn and Duke.
That's
So-
gonna be amazing.
My Final Four. Here's where everybody is kind of going at me on social media because I got the champs being beat by UCLA. I got LSU getting knocked out in the Sweet 16 round by UCLA. Indeed.
That's believable.
Okay,
That's
I'm
what-
just saying, but everybody's like, man, you nah, I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
don't-
I love
We're gonna know
LSU.
next week.
It
we
is what
gonna
it is,
see.
man. It is. So my Final Four is South Carolina, Texas, Iowa, and UConn in the
Who's it?
women's side.
Who's your champ in the men's tournament?
I got UConn.
I
UConn.
got UConn playing Arizona and Duke playing Kansas. So that's all the way wrong. I've been wrong. But I feel good about this women's bracket though.
Did y'all watch any of the men's basketball over the weekend?
I watched Houston.
I actually sat and watched. I text y'all and asked y'all, was we all watching the game? Oh, I watched the Houston game. I watched Houston.
Oh my God, that was like pulling teeth. All the damn fouls in that game.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
dog. I told
It
you,
was-
Houston got a good defense, but if they can't score, they're in trouble.
Well, let's talk about the fouls because these referees need to swallow their whistles. I get it, man. If a good referee is someone that disappears throughout the game, only call the obvious hard fouls. All
Well,
this,
your
let
Iowa
the
girl,
players play.
Caitlin was doing a lot the other day, and the refs she's so dramatic. To me, she the queen of the flop.
Oh, yeah,
she's
she gonna
so
flop
dramatic that now every time somebody deeds are up too good, they got to worry about the refs saying, "Oh, don't touch Caitlin."
Yeah,
Easy on Caitlin.
yeah, she get that Jordan rule sometimes, or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
who's that girl? It was Iowa State. Who was the girl at number 55?
That's Iowa State, the big girl.
The
Yeah.
big girl
Big
scored
hefty.
40 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
dog it, man.
Yes, yeah, she cold. She cold,
Yeah.
man. Absolutely. So no, it's gonna be fun, man. And I'm pretty sure we ain't got accurate stats, but I'm pretty sure more people are watching the women's tournament than they are watching the men's tournament.
Question: did they go to the NIT?
No, they didn't get invited, man. So she is bothered by that. Like, really?
Okay.
So I don't know. I still ain't got a chance to talk to her about that. I don't know if the coach decided they were just gonna be good or if they didn't get invited. But either way, she a little bothered by that. So
Tell her don't be bothered by it. I mean, Griff already downed it already what the NIT was. What'd you call NIT?
Nobody's interested tournament.
Okay, so I mean, tell them don't be that down about it.
But
they
you know what?
renamed it. It's actually the
It was the
WBIT.
NIT. The NIT was first. That
Yeah,
was
right.
the big March Madness, and then NCAA came with their money schemes again.
It's about money. Everything's about money.
Yep.
Always about money.
NCAA is dirty,
Yeah.
though.
They straight gangster.
Yeah.
Gangster dog.
So there it is, man. We finna wrap up. Once again, if you guys want to leave us a message, you can always DM us on social media, or you can go to our new homie hotline and leave a voice message. Click the link right there on the Instagram page. I hate the homies, or all across all social media platforms. Rock Teasy is who I be.
Maybe we'll get something from Vince Young this week coming up.
Oh man, he got
Did
knocked out.
Vince
the club.
Young get mopped up at a bar?
Yeah, he got into it with somebody and they got knocked him out in the club in Houston.
We got questions for Vince Young. Vince, come on, hit us, Vince. We got questions for you.
I don't know what's going on. They say it was race related, but doggone it.
Well, if it was race related, it's over.
He got laid out.
He got laid out. It was like
Not nice. He went not nice, dog.
boom.
Hold on, was it a cheap shot?
Yeah, he
It
didn't
was
see
a
it
cheap shot
coming.
by the white guy. It was a
Yeah,
cheap shot.
yeah,
It was a
he didn't
cheap
see it
shot.
coming. So,
But he still went down.
Well, when you do see it coming, Vince, one day you'll be able to rewind the tape.
get up out of here, man.
I'm Griff. And I hate the homies, and I hate
Vince,
the
hit us
dude who
up,
hit Vince Young.
Vince, hit us up. We got questions for you. It's your boy Super Dave, but guess what, y'all?
We don't
care.
dog. I'm gonna have to vent this out with Vince
Yeah.
Carter.
And it's called Marquette, man. Marquette.
Vince with Vince. There it is, man.
But we don't say anything when he gets it wrong. All these numbers he's got wrong over the last.
Hey, Vent Carter, relax.
And you should. And what number is Isn't he 93? Big Kong. What's his name? Played with Detroit. Now he's with he played with the Rams with
Oh,
come on. Come on.
The Rams now.
Porsche.
No, he went from Detroit. Then he played a season or two with Aaron Donald with the Rams. I can't remember who he's with now.
And Donovan Sue or something.
Yeah, Donovan Sue. He's 93, ain't he?
I'm not sure, but ain't Charles Haley 94?
He's 94. So go ahead and tell him.
We ain't got to vent that. I'll have that ready for you next week.
Appreciate that. Peace, fools.
Holla.